Hello guys, this is Dileep Nigam, CEO of Simply Excel Training International Certified John Maxwell Coach coming at you. And today we are going to touch on another vital subject, and the title is self-discipline. And I'm sure you had your instances in life where you were either disciplined by somebody or you followed self-discipline to accomplish something in life which was near your heart. Now let me bring you back a couple of years when I was living in Singapore. We lived in Singapore for 17 years, and the country, state, is supposed to be one of the cleanest cities in the world. But how do they maintain so much of cleanliness over there? They have a very strict fine, which is $500 if you are found littering on the streets. Now that put a discipline in me that even if I have a ticket of a bus or a transit, I would keep that ticket in my pocket and only drop it in a waste bin when I find one, and not drop it on the streets. That is discipline by fear. But in the same Singapore, we had a guy called Joseph Schooling. We won the first gold medal for Singapore in the Rio Olympics. How did he do that? He beat a guy, American stalwart in the swimming championship in Olympics. His name is Michael Phelps. Now, how did Joseph Schooling do that magical accomplishment? He could do that because he had dreamed of being an Olympian at the age of 6. And Michael Phelps was his role model. And here you go, in 2016 Rio Olympics, he defeated his own role model, Michael Phelps. Did it come easy? No, absolutely not. But it required a lot of self-discipline on his eating habits, on his health side, on his exercising, and on his training side. He had to leave his family from Singapore and traveled all the way to Texas to get trained over there to win this gold medal. Was it a forced discipline? Absolutely not. The life is like that. You will always have situations where you will be motivated by your own dreams to accomplish something huge in life. And I would also narrate another short story recently which happened in my family. My son Dileep Nigam, who is the CEO of a very successful airline marketing branding company called Simply Flying. He recently took on himself an initiative that every single day, 9 a.m. Eastern, he'll be rolling out a Facebook live post, on specific topics pertaining to airlines. Now, recently, just about 2 weeks back, my youngest granddaughter, who is just 1 year old, attracted viral fever, and she was sick to the level that she was attracting fever of the order of 105 degrees, which is a very, very high fever for a small child like that. They had to rush her to the emergency, for treatment with the doctor, and Shashank came back after getting the treatment done at 3 a.m. in the morning. Now, being the CEO of his own company, he had the opportunity to cancel the morning 9 a.m. slot or the broadcast of Facebook Live. He didn't do that. He recorded his Facebook Live video at 3:30 a.m. in the morning and scheduled it for posting at 9 a.m. in the morning. That's a live example of self-discipline. If I define self-discipline is the desire to do something which you need to do when you need to do, even if you don't feel like doing it. That is what is called self-discipline. How many times we wanted to read a book? We all know that successful people in this world read books daily. But how many of us have finished reading a book in the past 1 year? Ask yourself a question. If the answer is no, you better work on it. I will give you a simple tip here. Start reading 5 pages of a book every single day by discipline. In a month, you would have finished a 150-page book. In a year, 12 books on a specific chapter or a subject. Or in 2 years' time, 24 books would have been finished on a specific chapter or skill set you want to attain. That's like doing a PhD on a specific subject. But that requires self-discipline. Absolutely, that requires self-discipline. It is so vital. Now, self-discipline, daily habits, and success are directly connected to each other. Burke Hedges, in his book You Inc. says, treat yourself as the founder, CEO, and 100% equity owner of a company called You Inc. Assess yourself and your daily habits and ask yourself whether your daily habits are adding asset value to your company called You Inc. or not? Short term or long term? If not, change your habits. Take an inventory of your daily habits and figure out where you want to change and where you want to modify your habits, and that is the way you will go forward. Brian Tracy says self-discipline is the bridge to your goals and accomplishments. Prepare a list of your goals and identify the accomplishments you have got in each of your goals. And if there's no list, there's no mention of your accomplishments on the accomplishment side, the gap is the self-discipline. It is very, very vital. Now, how can small habits lead to big accomplishments? Should I tell you a way to add 1 month to your work year by small changing of habits? Watch now. Start getting up early in the morning, at least half an hour earlier. Half an hour earlier every single day will add to 3 hours per week of extra time. And that over a period of a year is literally equivalent to 156 hours extra time per week, per year, which could be actually used by you for anything. It could be for workout, it could be for spending time with your family, it could be a lot of time added, and that's literally equivalent to 1 month of a 40-hour per week work. Okay, that's a lot of addition to your annual work period, right? It's all about how would you get that? You will only get that by self-discipline. That is how vital the self-discipline is. It is so vital, guys. Now, if you want to increase your self-discipline and improve your self-discipline process, I have a couple of tips here. First of all, identify top 3 priorities of where you want to focus. Top 3 priorities of your life, very, very vital, which are near your heart, which you really want to accomplish something. Write them down and put it on the wall and see that every single day. I'll repeat, top 3 priorities of your life and post it on the wall. Second step is identify why do you want them? What do you want to get out of those top priorities? That has to be near your heart. And the third step is identify what could be the step which could be a hindrance to follow through those top 3 priorities, which could be your excuses. And even if it is a genuine excuse, find a solution for that. That's the way you win and manage your self-discipline and priorities. Sir Edmund Hillary, the first man to conquer the Mount Everest, said, "It's not about conquering the Everest, it's about conquering yourself." So today, seed the self-discipline into your life to win what you would like to have in future tomorrow. So with that, I'm done, and we'll see you again next.